Hey everybody, welcome back to Chattin with Coach Amy. Today
Mhm.
I'm with some Southern and healthy superstars, Cindy and Carol. Carol, I'm gonna go alphabetical order. Carol, we're gonna go first. So Carol, y'all are both C's, but A wins. So Carol, introduce yourself a little bit, and then Cindy, introduce yourself, and I'm gonna explain what y'all are doing here. Okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Carol.
Um, I'm Carol Wolf. I'll be 59 next week. I live in
P.S.
Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
Yes, I cannot believe that, by the way.
I live in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. I have my hubby Ty. We've been married 32 years, and I have two sons who are now going to be working, um, you know, functioning adults.
Yes.
No more school.
That's awesome.
So,
Yeah. Did you say what you do?
oh, I drive school bus,
Yeah,
and I had my meeting yesterday, and it was very sad that summer's going to be.
I bet. We're already back to school over here in Mississippi. Y'all are late.
Well, actually, we're early this year. We've never started this early.
That's so funny. That's funny. All right, thank you, Carol. Cindy, your turn.
Hi, I'm Cindy Sessions. I am 45 and I live in Clarksville, Tennessee. I have two girls, ages 9 and 12, and I homeschool them and with my husband, and I work from home. I'm a special ed case manager for a virtual school, and I've been with Coach Amy since 2021.
Wow. Carol,
Oh,
how long
I
have you
didn't.
been with me?
I was gonna say I didn't say that.
You didn't.
It'll be 5 years on September 13th.
That's crazy.
I'm just behind you, just barely.
So y'all are what we call Amyites. Carol
Yes.
named y'all that one day.
She
Yes.
did.
I think that was in my first podcast. Can y'all believe I'm going to record my fifth podcast in a month?
Mm, that's
Good
amazing.
job.
Okay. So the reason that you two are here is because, and I'm gonna let y'all tell the story, but a little precursor. A while back, I think Cindy was reaching out for a little bit more to support accountability, and Carol, of course, raised her hand. She has a habit of that. Just amazing. Both of you are amazing encouragers by nature. Um, and Carol and Cindy, just seeing the fruit of that relationship is something that I've been wanting to get you on the podcast to talk about for a long time. And it finally, the stars aligned, and here we are. And so, Cindy, if you could just start, if you don't mind, just kind of like where you are in your, were, where you were in your mindset, like what you were needing, things like that. And then, just kind of how that relationship bloomed. I know y'all were already close and friends, had met each other in person and stuff like that. So just kind of do that, and then Carol will just kind of get you to fill in on your side too, because I'm sure Cindy supported and inspired you as well. I'm sure it was a two-way thing. So,
Yes, for sure.
mhm.
Well, I think it was December of last year. So I had been with Blooms with Coach Amy for about what 3.5 years by then,
Yeah.
and was just up and down, back and forth, just because I struggle so much with food addiction, with emotional eating. It's been a lifelong problem. And now I know, doing more research, know that my GLP-1 is not what it should be. And so that makes life harder. And so I had come back, like I'm in and out of the live Q&As just due to life. And I had kind of come back after a little while of being out. Carol and I had met at the last retreat last summer in person and had just kind of seen each other on, lives here and there, said hello, but nothing like really deep. And she's just always smiling and, wonderful. And so I saw her, and I hadn't been there for a little while. So I saw her smiling and I texted her. Apparently we had talked enough to have me to have her phone number. So I texted her and I was like, I see you. And she said the same thing back. And we were just kind of chatting back and forth for a second, saying, hey. And as you were doing whatever it was for that evening, I just really was like, I'm just tired of the back and forth and I need some help and support from somebody who is 100% all the time. And of course you are, Coach Amy, but you can't,
Right. Right.
be there for me all the time. And so I was like, who else can I utilize? Because I had had some wonderful THM buddies for a while, and then they um, moved on. Some of them moved on, and some came back. And so I just felt like I needed something consistent for my THM journey. So
Sure.
I was like, hey, do you want to be my buddy? Because I need a new THM buddy. And she was like, yeah, so do I. So let's just go for it. And literally since then, we've hardly ever, I don't think we've ever missed a day of texting something, even if it's,
Wow.
hey, I forgot to say good morning. It's like midday. What are you doing? But we actually usually text each other pictures of everything we eat. And if we get in a hurry and forget to take a picture, we're texting, hey, this is what I ate. And
Yeah.
here's why I forgot to text you, and that kind of thing. And so that's where it started, and we've just been really, really supporting each other. And of course I got to see her again at this last retreat, and it was a lot different than the year before, because I felt like she was my sister, really my
Right.
sister by then. And she's just been amazing for me. And I've just really, really appreciated her. And we're, I don't know how many, probably about 12, 13 hours apart. I will go visit her one day, but she she has threatened to drive her school bus here and pat on my butt if I get off plan. So that's been really, really great.
That's awesome. That's
Yes,
awesome.
I've threatened that before. I'm like, do I need to paddle your butt? Do I need to come to Tennessee and paddle your butt?
And then when she gets anxious and gets off about something, I'm like, okay, it's my turn. I'm coming to paddle your butt.
That is
Yeah.
hilarious. Carol, how cuckoo is it that you have friends all across the United States that you would have never met otherwise? Isn't it wild?
It is totally wild. Yes. So, such a blessing though. And what Cindy said, I'm getting teary-eyed. You know me, of course. Here comes
Yes,
the
okay.
tears.
Let it out.
She's adopted me as her sister because all of her real life sisters have the same month birthday as me.
Oh, cool.
But none of them have a name that starts with C, and I do. So we've decided that we're sisters now.
I love that.
Yep.
That's sweet. I'm Ty's little sister, so
You
we're sisters-in-law.
you are. That's what he
great.
said.
It is. Carol, how would you say what this relationship has done for you?
Oh my gosh. Like Cindy said, every single day, good morning. Here's my breakfast. What are you doing today? Just I don't have anyone here in Pennsylvania doing THM with me. So it's just really nice to have someone like the other day I made something for lunch and she's like, do you think that's enough protein? And I'm like, well, some of it's hidden, so I think I'm good. So
That's
it's nice to have somebody, saying, are you sure that's right? Or
yeah. Yeah.
so that's always nice. And when we started talking, she's like, what can I do to bless you? And I'm like, please keep me accountable to close my kitchen after I eat. And I've been doing that ever since she asked me. Like
Yeah.
as soon as dinner's done, I clean it up. That's it.
Yeah, I probably asked you every night for like a week or two. Is your kitchen closed?
Yeah.
Is your kitchen
Yeah.
closed?
So Carol, walk
Me
us
too.
through what you were struggling with, like why you need to close your kitchen and how it's helped you. Because there's some
I
people
mean,
like closing your kitchen. What you talking about? So
well, I mean, it would be on plan, but maybe I'd go out and be like, oh, you know what? I can have a couple of these nuts and baked believe chips, which those things do not bless my body
I
100%.
couldn't tell you the last time I bought that kind of stuff, to be honest.
And I don't buy it anymore either because I don't need it. But you know what I mean? Just like a little nibble after dinner or something. And I'm like, you need to stop doing that.
Yeah.
And so that's what she really helped me do that. I mean, just having her in my life has just blessed me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I was like honestly surprised that Carol needed anything.
I know. Yeah.
I was very honored, and I was like, you need me too, and it was great to give and take. And then as I've gotten to know her more, I can see her weak spots and be able to step in and help her with that too. And we both struggle with high anxiety, so we're able to video message each other when we're on a cliff and say, okay, but and neither one of us want to eat anything when we're very anxious. And so
Right.
we tell each other when we're very anxious, and we're like, okay, you need to fuel. Don't worry whether you like it or not right now.
Right. That's so
Yeah.
good.
I agree. That's 100%.
Where do you think you'd be right now, Cindy, if you hadn't have reached out to Carol that night?
I don't even want to know. I just was so, and I don't know that I'll ever not, I don't think I'll ever not struggle just because of the way my body is and the way that it connects with my brain. And if, if I don't have certain things to help with that, it's always a struggle. But Carol is one of those things, so that I can, because I can go to her and say, okay, I'm about to screw up. I need your help, and she'll say, okay, do I need to stop and call you right now? Like, do we need to talk? And she'll, unless she's driving her big old bus, she'll drop anything and talk to me. And so I just really know that I would not, like, I don't know that I would be as steady. I've been able to be probably the most steady that I've been the whole time I've been on THM, because I've got somebody else to help hold me up when I can't hold myself up.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. Something that I saw you guys do at this last Tennessee retreat, and everybody listening, I'm not trying to be uglies, but my blooms come to my retreat. So if you want to come to the retreat, you got to be a bloom, period. Because the people that have invested in Southern and Healthy and that I've invested in, those are the ones that I want to give special loving on to. And people can like it or not. That's your decision. But you have to be a bloom to be eligible to come to these. And it is the most, I know that sometimes I don't know who it was this time, but they caught me looking and staring and being like, oh my gosh, they're all together. It is wild. It is wild because we're like Brady Bunched in a Zoom once a week. And then we are like really in real life in the same room. It's crazy. But something that I was super proud of you two, because you're seasoned THMers. You may not feel like you got it all together, but you are in it to win it. You're in it for life. You have long-term thinking. And of course, you're so kind and love the Lord and want to see other people winning too. And it's just so precious to watch. So this Blooms retreat that we had in Tennessee a month ago, people would share, which was so beautiful. This is where I'm struggling. And I'd be like, all right, who's going to help? Blah, blah, blah. These two, because they're right above me and below me here, Cindy and Carol. Me! And so after a minute, I'm like, not Cindy and Carol, not them. Y'all cannot. Y'all are gonna be overwhelmed with all these people loving on, but you're like, it's fine, we can do it. And you do. And Carol and both of y'all will message me randomly. Like y'all love on me, y'all encourage me, y'all inspire me. And I appreciate that so much because sometimes I it's not like I get forgotten about, you know what I'm saying? But people are like, oh, but you're Amy. You don't need, yeah, I do. And so I appreciate that. Y'all are so generous with your thoughts. I am so proud of that. You're intentional. And I think that just because I know y'all very well, I really think that if you had not began this journey with THM and Southern and Healthy, I'm not sure that y'all would have the confidence to walk those things out. And I think that is really, really awesome, that God has put that opportunity at your feet and you didn't kick it or ignore it. You picked it up and you're carrying that. And I think that is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I know that we've shared how you two help each other without maybe naming other people just in case to keep their privacy. If y'all want to think about maybe one other person that you personally have loved on, I want you to brag a little bit because I think it's important for women to hear how we can empower other women. Because I think Carol, you've shared this before on social media. Like, there's room at the table for everybody. It's a round table. We're gonna squeeze in people. Whatever. And sometimes it is hard to include everybody. But Carol, I feel like you and Cindy both, when you think of someone, you reach out even when your life's crazy. So, do y'all have anybody in mind that you might have loved on, blessed, supported? If you could share a little bit about that, I think that'd be really cool to hear.
One of the girls who shared the retreat, I message her every morning, good morning.
Wow.
And um, not only I felt like she went back to school and I'm like, I won't message you during the day because I don't want to interrupt you. And she's like, girl, you won't interrupt me. I'll be looking forward to,
Oh,
because we were doing like I'd show her my lunch, my dinner, whatever, and just how our day's going. And so yeah, like and we do it on Snapchat. So
oh,
we send pictures to each other too, and yeah,
that's
and
amazing.
she's been a blessing to me too.
Hmm. That's amazing. Cindy?
Carol just needs a whole group because
I
there's
know.
another one that she and I are together with on a text that we're encouraging every day. And yes, there was something really quickly I had thought about was at the retreat, even though Caroline and I hadn't seen each other for a year, we loved on each other, and then we had the confidence to sit at different tables. Like we did
Mm,
not feel like we needed to
stuck.
be
Hmm.
together the whole time.
Hmm.
We sat at different tables and talked to other people, encouraged other people. We made sure like we had one of the VIPs together, and we made sure that we had our time. But we that way we could spread the love, and we could be encouraged by other people that we had never met or whatever, and then do the same. And there was one at my table who's in my breakthrough group, who admits to being a lurker, and she just really just struggles to get on and talk to actually there was two, and they both have gotten on a lot more since we came back from the retreat, just from being
Wow.
encouraged that it's okay, you don't have to always know what to say, you don't have to feel like you need to do it all the time, just get on when you feel you need to or you feel like you want to, and so that's helped them be a little more involved.
Yeah. So I think right now it would be really cool. I mean, this is really hard for me to admit, like when I'm struggling, but I think people see the three of us as like just achieving the things, loving on others, super confident. I mean, we understand the plan, but that's not all it is. It's keeping this thing, your mindset, for those of you not watching, I'm hitting my temples right here. But
Mhm.
like keeping your mindset, my daddy says keeping your head screwed on straight. It's really difficult because Satan is going to attack. Especially, I mean, I think he attacks husbands and men, of course, fathers. But right now we're talking about women, and Satan really attacks women. I mean, we all have children. Even if you don't have children, you're caretaking someone, and he just attacks everybody. I'm not trying to like make anybody better than anybody else, but I'm just going to share something that I'm struggling with and how I'm working through it. And I would really appreciate if you two would share something that you're struggling with and how you're working through it. And I know that you're supporting each other, like you have support and resources, because I think a lot of times people come into buds. And then move into blooms, and you're like, okay, I'm kind of understanding the SEFP. I got my protein. Why am I still struggling? Well, like I'm almost 9 years into this thing and I still am learning and changing and doing. And Cindy, I see you're crying. So I hope I'm not pushing you too hard. But
No,
I
no,
think
not at all.
it's a beautiful picture because there are people that are like, I'm not even going to start this thing because I've began again so many times. And I just want everybody to know you have to keep showing up. You have to keep beginning again. It is a constant thing. It's just like, say this all the time. When we were born, we couldn't walk. We learned how to do that. Then we started learning how to run. And now we don't want to run anymore, but we're barely walking. You know what I mean? Like our life cycle, that's the way our health journey is. It's going to be up and down. And so staying in it to win it, having long-term thinking is the most important key in my mind. Of course, mindset goes hand in hand with that. So what I'm struggling with, I don't have problems with being on plan. I got the vegetables, I got the protein, water, just because I don't make my cup. If I make my cup in the morning, I'm good on water. So that's like a simple thing, but main thing I'm struggling with right now is exercise. And I chose to stop going to CrossFit a year ago, and I've done pretty good, but I've been traveling so much that it's hard to keep a good rhythm. When you got a good schedule and then you disrupt it, it's like and it's hard to get back in. So mine is definitely not a deep, you know, um, hard thing like that, but it does frustrate me because I know to contend for my 80-year-old self, I need to be strength training. And so that's been really hard for me to get together. But I've talked about it with Wes. I've shared it with other clients, you know, that just really inspire me. And I've had 2 morning walks, and I've had one lift this week, and I plan to lift tomorrow. And so just remembering I don't have to be perfect, and I don't have to do exactly what so and so's doing. I can do what works for my schedule. That mindset has freed me up so much, and that can carry on into all aspects of our health journey. So that's what I'm struggling with right now, is getting my act together on. And also, you know, for me, I did CrossFit 3 days a week in the morning before my day started for 8 years. And so, like yesterday, y'all, I did my strength training 30 minutes before my snack time. And so I did it in the middle of the day, which is weird. It's so weird, but I did it and it was fine. And I had my fueling and I was well about my other stuff, you know. And it actually worked really great for my schedule. But it's like, but it wasn't in the morning. So, isn't that silly? That's
Yeah.
silly. Do y'all, who wants to go first, share their struggle? And everybody, they had no idea I was going to ask them this either.
I told Carol yesterday, I was like, or maybe this morning, I was like, I struggle with on the fly questions.
Well, you can go last. We'll make Carol go next.
Sounds good. My struggle is, and I don't do it anymore, so maybe it's not my struggle, but the scale, the number on the scale plays
Yep.
with my head big time.
Yep.
And I just literally, like, I mean, you know, it goes up 3 pounds, down 1 pound, and it just makes me like question myself, like, am I really doing what I'm supposed to do? So you had told me before, just go by the way your clothes fit and don't even worry about that. But I had gone to the doctor probably a month or so ago, and of course you have to get on the scale.
Yeah.
And it was in kilograms, and I'm like, good. But then my brain's like, okay, I need to Google what that is in pounds.
That's hilarious.
For some reason,
You're like,
I had to
kilograms?
know.
We're in America. What the heck? Kilograms.
So, and then the doctor came in, and I'm like, you know, like, I've gained some weight. And then I showed her, like, I'm so afraid I'm going to go back to what I used to be. I said, this was my before picture 5 years ago. And this is a picture I took this morning. And she's like, girl, you are
Killing
not
it.
even the same person anymore.
Yes. Killing it.
And she said, if the scale bothers you so much, we won't even let you see what the number is. And she said, but that's not an issue. But in my mind, it's still an issue. You know what I mean?
Yep. I
So,
still have, is it body dysmorphia, where like I will see pictures of me and I'm like, I really look like that, because in my mind I look like where I was the heaviest, you know. And also I'll like say the kids are running around the yard. For years I never did any of that, and I'm in my head I'm like, I can't run around with them, and then I'm like, yes you can, stupid, get out there, you know. It's so weird how your mind does that.
Yeah.
mhm.
I think I hit like 100 pounds lost or so, 105 in April. And just like last week, bought a dress from Walmart because I kept like and I said probably the week before, I can't wear clothes at Walmart. I can't, nothing fits me. I have to go to Lane Bryant and they're expensive.
Yeah.
And I was in there for a totally different reason. And I passed this dress. I was like, that's so cute. I
Oh,
wonder. And I went and got like the size I thought I would need and one smaller, and I needed the smaller one. And I was like, what? So
that's awesome. That
yeah.
is awesome.
Well,
I'm
well,
sorry, Carol, you finish.
oh, well, I was going to say, actually, the other day when you shared that picture of my before and my still going, Ty commented and he's like,
Without permission.
You
you
can
can
do
do
that too. We
whatever.
don't
I
care.
know. I still get nervous.
No, but Ty said to me, he's like, oh, I see Coach Amy shared a picture of you. And he's like, hun, I don't even remember
Oh,
the first picture. He's like, when was that? And I said, my mom's funeral. And he's like, oh, but he said he didn't even remember me being like that,
no.
which was like, oh my gosh.
I love that man. He's so
Me
sweet.
too.
I know
Amazing.
you do. My bodyguard.
Yeah. So that made me like very happy that he said he didn't even remember me being like that.
That's so sweet. That's so sweet.
So I just have to share. I went and I don't know if you can see this. I made these frames with quotes and I have them sitting around. This one says, "You have survived 100% of your worst days." And then I put CA.
Oh, I love it, Carol.
And then I got this one and it says, "Act like the kind of woman you want to be."
I love that.
So
You might
I
need
just
to make
have
some
those
t-shirts.
framed.
Right.
Yep.
I told Carol, I was like, I wanted to wear my It's Fine shirt, and then I figured out it's dirty. I was like, darn.
Oh, that's fine. You can do it next time.
Right. It's been a wonderful shirt because when things happen and I'm wearing that shirt, I just point to it. I'm like,
Fine.
it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
I missed out on that shirt. Dang. I mean, not that you didn't have it 11,000 places. But like,
Text Brittany. She can make you one.
yeah, maybe.
For Carol, I'm sure she would. Cindy.
Right? Anything for Carol.
Uh-huh.
I still want to be Carol when I grow up. I'm waiting.
Me too. Me too.
I become a little bit more like her each week. I struggle with okay, I currently do struggle with exercise. Like in the past, I've been off and on with that, and more so like I like dancing and I like, Zumba and like moving and stuff like that, but I am just resourcefully unable to be a part of a group to do that right now, and it's just really weird to do that by myself.
Yeah.
So I am struggling with that, and also just my job at the beginning of the year, I drown, and so I am trying to figure out when to practically fit that in, and so that I know you and I talked about that, Amy, of just let's just do 15 minutes of something every single day, and because I have the kettlebells and I'm wanting to do that. And I think I did one day this week, but I'm like, okay, that's one more day than I did last week. So next week we're going to shoot for more. And so that is one. And I think a lot of it comes from the fact that I have struggled for so long with the like adrenal fatigue and the high cortisol and things like that. So I dread exercise because it does not make me feel good. Like there's nothing when I get done that I feel better about. And so it's something that's what I've got to change my mindset on of, okay, if I just start with some simple walking, like the other night we took the dog to the dog park that's in our apartment community. So we walked there and we waited till like 8:30 at night when it was not burning up. And then the kettlebells I can do without feeling terrible. So I need to start with those and go with that because I know I struggle with the all or nothing mentality. And I'm like, I want to be in a marathon today.
That's right.
Not a marathon today. I'm just not going to do anything. And I know that's terrible, but that is my struggle there. And I also struggle with restarting a lot, but I turn that into positive and say, at least I'm restarting.
Yeah.
Because I never don't restart. And so I'm just going to restart forever if I have to.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Because it is a lifestyle and it's the only thing that I've ever done. I was taught, my best friend came to visit me this last weekend who introduced me to THM for the very first time in 2019. And then I dabbled with it for 2 years before I found some good help with it. But I told her, I said, even if I get on and off, and of course I've gotten off, like I don't even consider my getting off since I've been with Carol is not really what it was. Like it's more like, okay, you need to get enough protein or you need to watch your timing or, it's totally different level now of getting off. But I told her, I said, THM is the only thing out of the million things that I've tried in my life that I can always go back to.
Yes.
And that's why I love it.
That's so good. That's so good. Well, girls, we did it. Podcast.
Well, I have to say one thing. Cindy at the retreat walked 2 miles and she didn't think she could, and she did it.
She did it.
I did it, and then I crashed, so I need to slow down next time.
Well, I didn't intend to even walk that far, to be quite honest. That was part of my fault, but
that's okay. I think it would have been better for me if I had slowed down and if it maybe wasn't so hot.
Yeah.
But I was determined to do it. And then I was in bed for 3 days, but that's okay. I did it and I'm going to figure out how to do it a little bit smarter next time.
That's right. That's right. It'll be all good. Girls,
It didn't make me give up. So
good.
Nope.
But it showed you what you can do.
yeah.
You have to do it.
It was 2.2 miles, Carol.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
You got to get it all. You got to
All
get
of
that
it.
all.
All of it.
That is too funny. I love y'all so much. Before we go, is there any closing remarks that y'all would like to have for the ladies listening today?
I just love THM and Coach Amy and our community, and like I want to meet everybody in the whole Blooms. I know I can't, but y'all need to all come to live Q&A for sure.
Yeah.
And just anybody that's listening that's not part of, maybe not part of THM and you want to know what it is, like just like start and just see what it's about. Come to, discover Coach Amy, get her Southern Scoop Marco Polo, and
Yeah.
just see what it's about. She shares all the fun things, and you don't have to be overwhelmed by it because there's so many levels that you can do. Like THM is so broad that
It
you
is.
can make what you need to out of it. It is so easy to tailor to your life and
Right.
your needs.
Right. Good job.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if I can say anything more.
I mean, that was pretty dang good.
If you're already part of THM, get you a buddy.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Get a buddy. Make sure you have somebody to help you. When you're at your lowest, they can help you up. Look at your food. Call you on it if they don't think it's right. And
Yep.
get a Coach Amy in their life because she is amazing.
Thank you.
Yep. Because of Coach Amy, I have friends all over, including Australia.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And me too. I have someone in Australia too.
Yes,
Exactly.
we love
Sweet
her. We
Joe.
talk to her. We know everybody in Blooms knows who she is.
Yeah, Sweet Joe and our
Yeah.
girl down under. I love it. Well, girls, I love y'all and thank you for giving some of your Friday morning to the podcast. And this will air on Monday, just so y'all know. So yeah, we were like, yes, we need a podcast. We need to record one Friday, so we'll have one for Monday.
That's funny.
Oh,
Thanks
thank
for
y'all
having
so
us.
much.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Y'all tell them bye.
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 Bye, y'all.